Church here, and welcome to the Game Grinder, and today we're doing an unboxing video for Mirror's Edge Catalyst Collector's Edition. I'm going to set this beast off to the side for just a moment here. So why are we talking about a collector's edition for a game 2 years old that nobody cares about? Easiest answer is I got this for crazy cheap. So when this was originally released, it was $200, and I believe it did not include the game. And the PC version of the game is when EA decided to no longer include discs and only give you download codes. I've mentioned this before, that's why I ended up going with Mass Effect Andromeda for the consoles, because EA did the same thing with the PC release for that, and nuts to that stuff. So I will say the original Mirror's Edge, I think, is a severely underrated game. A game put out by a pretty big studio at the time, trying something different with the FPS genre that we hadn't really seen before. I thought it was a very engaging game, loved the gameplay, enjoyed the setting, enjoyed the music, enjoyed the characters. So I would definitely recommend Mirror's Edge. Now for Mirror's Edge Catalyst, I can't really say I haven't had the chance to play it yet. As you see, I did pick up the PC version of the game sometime after release. I ended up getting this for crazy cheap as well. So the really neat thing about this collector's edition, as I said, the price was absolutely ridiculous when it was originally released, but I managed to pick this up for 40 bucks brand new the other day. And me being a sucker for collector's editions, I was like, absolutely yes. The reason I had to set this aside here, because this collector's edition is a beast, and this thing actually weighs 15 pounds. So I'm pretty excited to open this up and see what we get. I mean, I know what it comes with, but, you know, I haven't seen it in person. So real quickly here, let's check out the box. Pretty simple. Of course, on the back shows you what it comes with. Let's check it out more closely. All right, so we got the slipcover off. Not a whole lot of extra detail on the box. Of course, we got the Mirror's Edge logo there. So let's go ahead and pull off this cover, and then we have more box on the inside. So here we have the steel case version of Mirror's Edge Catalyst, which is just an empty case because it doesn't actually come with the game. And let's check out what we got here. I believe this here is some temporary tattoos or logos for some Mirror's Edge art. I believe that is a face tattoo there. Next thing here is a pretty nice little envelope that has a stamped Mirror's Edge logo on that. And I believe this is the lithograph, which I don't really understand lithographs. As far as I know, they're just high quality prints of concept art a lot of times, or sometimes game art. So if anybody could explain what specifically a lithograph is, I would be interested to know. And then this next smaller envelope that is also stamped, I believe, comes with a bunch of kind of like postcards of game art and stuff like that. So, you know, kind of a little something. It's not an art book necessarily, but you get some art with that, so that's always appreciated, as I'm always a big fan of art books. So kind of a little self-correction here So one thing with this collector's edition, besides it being very cheap, is this actually did come with a PlayStation 4 copy of the game. So getting the game and the collector's edition for 40 bucks was pretty much a no-brainer for me. So, you know, 2 copies of the game, whatever. Then the main focus here of this collector's edition, of course, is the statue. And I'm gonna have to open up the styrofoam here. I don't know if it shows on camera, but it's actually, you know, styrofoam is just styrofoam, but I always find it kind of neat when they imprint things on the styrofoam. This one just says Mirror's Edge Catalyst, but let me go ahead and open this up and we can check it out. As I'm opening this up, I will definitely tell you the weight for this collector's edition is definitely in this statue. This is a pretty hefty statue. So this is what it comes with. It is a statue of Faith and her younger self. This is actually a pretty decent sized statue, I will say. Definitely larger than your average, and I will say it's pretty well made. Characters look really good. This thing is solid, but I can't really say if all in all this is like worth the $200 that it was originally selling for, but for what I paid for this, I am more than happy with the quality of this statue. So we can look at it a little bit closer here. As I said, Mirror's Edge statue. That will about do it for this unboxing video for Mirror's Edge Catalyst Collector's Edition. Of course, I would love to hear your thoughts on this Collector's Edition. Have you played Mirror's Edge? Have you played Mirror's Edge Catalyst? What are your thoughts on either of the games? What are your thoughts on the Collector's Edition? How about that discount? Something else. So then, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I will talk to you next time on the Game Grinder.